Welcome to Motorcycle Test Kitchen. My name's Doug and I'm from Amen Moto. And today we're going to talk about the Krios face shield that has the Transitions self-darkening tint. I've owned the KLIM Krios helmet now for probably over 2 years. I've got about 30,000 miles or maybe even more than that on this helmet. Been very happy with the helmet. Still works great, still fits my head. Great product, lightweight, love the helmet. If you want to see a review on the helmet, we'll leave a link to the Amen Moto video with my initial review of that helmet. But what I wanted to talk about today is face shields. And recently, KLIM has come out with a self-darkening face shield that uses the same coating that's used on glasses, made by a company with a product called Transitions. So if anybody has self-darkening reading glasses or vision glasses, they know what I'm talking about. So they make that now available on this face shield. And I've been tired of carrying around two face shields. I have the clear face shield with my pin lock on it, and I have a dark face shield for when it's sunny out. And it's not hard to change face shields on this helmet. Don't need any special tools. But you got to carry around an extra face shield with you. So I thought this might solve my problem, where I only need to carry around one face shield. So we're going to give this a try out today. We'll take it outside and we'll show you a little bit about how it works, and then we'll take it for a ride on a motorcycle. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this visor on this helmet, but first I want to install my pin lock. I'm a big believer in pin locks. I've used them for quite a while on a couple of different helmets, and they work really great. They keep the fog down to nothing. So I'm going to install this pin lock on this visor. But first, we got to get the visor ready. So we're going to take off the Krios thing on the front. And next we'll get the pin lock ready. So the pin lock, you want to install it with the silicone seal down against the helmet. And it has two little pins on the side where you install them against the holders on the side. And what they like you to do is just install one side first. So I'm going to install one side first, then I'm going to flatten the face shield out and install the other side and pop it into place. So here's one side. Both sides in. Flatten the shield as much as we can and pop it into place. There we go. And what you want to make sure is you have a good seal all the way around the edges of the face shield. So it still has the plastic coating on it, the protective coating, so I'm going to take that off. And voila! All done. So before I install this on the helmet, let's take it outside and I can show you how it darkens. Alright, well I'm going to try to do this in one take, because once it darkens, it stays darkened for a little bit. So we're going to take it outside and see what it does in the bright sunlight. Close the door. You can see it's getting dark already. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it is definitely darkening up. So it is UV sensitive. And that was pretty quick, actually. I was surprised how fast that got dark. And it's definitely directional sensitive. It looks like the side that's been facing the sun is a little bit darker than the other sides. So if you look up in the corner up here, you can see where the difference is in the coating. You can see where it's dark and where it's not, and how much it's darkened up. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's go put it on the helmet and we'll go out and try it. Alright, we're back inside with it, and it is still a little dark, and it is lightened up since I've started the camera up. Let's go ahead and install this and put it on the helmet. It'll take but just a second. KLIM has their fairly ingenious way of mounting their face shield so that you can do this without tools. So it has two little 90-degree, almost like bayonet mounts. And the face shield pops out. The old one pops out. The new one goes in. You got to make sure you have it in the right position. And we'll do one side, and then we'll do the other side. And there we go. Face shield's installed. Alright, let's go get on the bike. Okay, initial impressions with the Transitions face shield on my Krios helmet. So far so good. It's not quite as dark as my darker face shield, which is good and bad. When riding down in Florida, you want a pretty dark face shield, but I found that here in North Carolina, where you have more shady portions of the road, Real dark is not so good. So so far I'm liking it. So here's what it kind of see how dark it is. All right, we're going to head down to Jordan Lake, where I can get into some of the more shaded areas. They have both sunny areas and tree shaded areas, and that's really what I want to test out. All right, here we are on the road a little bit, kind of stuck in traffic, but this might help illustrate what I was concerned about with a transition lens. Is going in and out of the shade. On some of the earlier versions of the transition lenses, they would transition pretty quick, and you could get like spots and stuff that would form on the lenses. I think that's all taken care of now, so it's definitely transitions a lot slower, and I'm not having any issues with going in and out of the shade. One thing, it definitely is not as dark as a dark face shield. And I think I could get used to that. But what I don't think I can test is, what happens when you drive into a tunnel, like on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and unfortunately, that's like 4 hours away, so there's no way I can get out there for this test. But when all else fails, you can't see going into a tunnel, you just flip it up. So here's a pretty good indicator right here where you get a little bit of the strobing when you go in and out of the shade. The strobing from the trees, but it doesn't seem to affect the face shield at all. I'm not seeing any spots or any of areas that would concern me at all. So I'm really liking this. I'm also really liking being out on the bike, but that's just a given. All right, so up here is an example of what I was talking about, going from bright into a shady spot. I really struggled on the Blue Ridge Parkway with a dark face shield, because you would be in bright sun and all of a sudden you're down in a little valley and can't see very well. So I think due to the lighter tint on this, it's much better. A lot easier for me to see between the bright spots and the shaded spots on the road. Jordan Lake, one of two reservoirs in the greater Raleigh area, provides all the water for the Triple Cities here. No houses, just water and shoreline. It's really pretty beautiful. All right, let's try to do a little experiment here. I'm gonna try covering up the shield. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if this will work. All right, let's see what we get. It's probably been about a minute or so. All right, I'm going to uncover it. Oh yeah, it's definitely bright. It's definitely clear right now. Okay. We're facing into the sun. All right, it's darkening up. I couldn't really tell that it was darkening up. It's a pretty slow process, and maybe Scotty can speed that up. but it definitely it tinted, which is pretty cool. It just it happens slow enough where you don't really notice it. Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along. So the one thing we didn't discuss with the Krios Transition lens is what does it cost? And I'll tell you, it's not cheap. It pretty much doubles the cost of the face shield. The coating itself, and it's going to vary from vendor to vendor, but I would say it's going to add $75 to the cost of the face shield. Is it worth it? I think so, because I only need to carry one face shield from now on. So far I'm pretty happy. I need to be very careful about how I clean it. It sounds like soap and water only, no special chemicals or anything like that. So it looks good. I like it. Thanks for watching Motorcycle Test Kitchen and my review of the Krios Transition Face Shield. I think it's a winner. I like it a lot. And please visit us over at Amen Moto at amenmoto.com or on YouTube. Search for Amen Moto. That's AMENMOTO, one word. And look for our wacky adventures over on our YouTube channel. I want to thank Wes for letting me appear on his show. Please click on like and subscribe to all our channels. And everybody ride safe.